For years, my ranch workshop was my peaceful retreat. It's where I repaired tractors, built furniture, and even brewed the occasional batch of cider. It was strictly off limits to everyone, especially the HOA. But when Karen became president of our HOA, privacy quickly became a foreign concept. It all started when Karen barged onto my property, clipboard in hand, demanding I register my toolshed with the HOA and allow monthly inspections. I politely reminded her that I lived on land outside the HOA's jurisdiction and that she had no legal authority to be there. She didn't take that well. 2 days later, I caught her snooping around the workshop again. This time, she claimed there were unauthorized structures on my property and that she needed to investigate for community safety. I told her to leave, firmly. She didn't. Instead, she walked inside my workshop like she owned the place, inspecting tools, snapping photos, and muttering about code violations. I gave her one final warning, but she just laughed and said, "You'll regret disrespecting the HOA." That's when I had enough. While she was still inside measuring my workbench like she was preparing a zoning proposal, I walked outside, locked the door from the outside, and began hauling cinder blocks from the side yard. She heard the sound of mortar being mixed and banged on the wall, demanding I stop. I didn't. Brick by brick, I built a brand new wall across the main door, sealing it tight. I even left the side window bricked halfway for ventilation. I'm not a monster. She screamed and threatened to sue me, but I calmly told her, "Karen, this is a private structure. You wanted to inspect it so badly. Now you're part of it." I called the sheriff to report a trespasser on my land. When the deputies arrived, they burst out laughing once they saw what I'd done. "You bricked her in?" one asked. I nodded. She refused to leave. I just improved the property around her. After an hour of negotiation and several apologies from Karen, they convinced me to tear down a portion of the wall so she could crawl out. Covered in dust and fuming, she tried to threaten me with fines, but the sheriff cut her off. "Lady, you're lucky you aren't under arrest." Since that day, Karen hasn't stepped foot near my property. And the best part? That wall is still up, now reinforced with a sign that reads, "Warning, HOA members may be sealed inside."